Anyway, there was one more thing I wanted to show you in regards to previous stuff, and it's to do with it will tell the story that's coming up with the videos. A story that I'm going to be talking about in a minute. I have had an incident before where I've helped somebody out who's in need. This time it was travelling home. That time it was travelling home from the Doctor Who meeting. The story I'm about to tell was was in my lunch break when I was in the office on Friday. But here is the Dented Samaritan Part 1 from Streamstructor 30. So it's quite a while ago. But one thing I just wanted to go into first was a little story about me being a good Samaritan. Well, I'm called probably a dented Samaritan. So we're back up and running now with the Glasgow Doctor Who Society meetups every Sunday, which is why this is slightly earlier this week. This live stream is earlier because I'm going to the meeting straight after. And it will become a regular 4 PM GMT thing going forward, I think. Just the way things are working out, it might actually be a good idea to do that. I'll go to the schedule in a minute of what's happening for this month for the channel. But overall, I really am going back to the meetings and everything else. And obviously last time we had a lot of conversation. David Tennant and Catherine Tate news happened while I was there at the meeting last time. So that was interesting, having that conversation and chat with all my friends. That's Pepsi Max talking again. With all my friends and colleagues in that one, which is really good. But on the way back, I was on the bus back. I got the last bus back, the number 6 bus back to East Kilbride, and it stopped just outside, just on the Queensway, which is on the west side of East Kilbride. And there was a guy who had fallen asleep, and he was not responding to the bus driver trying to wake him up. He didn't touch him or anything like that. He was just trying to tap the side of the seat or make noises so the guy could be woken up. And he didn't wake up, he didn't respond, he started snoring, and then the bus driver called an ambulance. The ambulance came, they managed to wake him up without much issue, and the guy had just had too much to drink. His partner had abandoned him. He's supposed to stop off at Mary Hill, but he's ended up in East Kilbride. The bus driver, this was the last bus, so he couldn't get him back, so I decided to be the good Samaritan and got him a taxi from East Kilbride bus station and paid for his fare and got him back down the road. So I hope he got back safe, and if you ever happen to watch this, sir, you're welcome, and I hope you have a safe journey back and got back to Mary Hill in one piece and not too much of a sore head the next morning. I certainly was tired the next morning because I didn't get him away till about 2 o'clock, but even so, I was happy to do it and happy to have that nice Good Samaritan bit to the whole thing. But yes, that was my Good Samaritan story then. If you like this video, don't forget to... Not going to put that bit in. You know the drill with the Streamstructor. You'll get that bit one more time on Wednesday for the Streamstructor clip. Now, let's go on to my second instance of being a dented Samaritan. So this time I was walking via the whatchamacallit. My brain's gone now. I was out for a walk after the middle of work at lunchtime, and I decided to walk around the St. Enoch Centre. So instead of go down Dunlop Street and then up round Howard Street and I was going to go that way and all the way round. And I passed this gentleman who is starting to look a bit weary and shaky, and he ends up having a fit. And he's at the top stairs bit, and it slumps down. He slumps down on the ground, and he's a little bit. He's having his fit. Yeah. Oh, hi Fraser. He's having his fit, and there was a Chinese girl that was there at the same time. She was a bit worried about him, worried that he's going to be unhappy. And I know from basic first aid training, if somebody has a seizure, if somebody's a fit, you let them have it. And he just sat there. He had his fit for about a minute, looking a bit exasperated. He was dribbling a little bit. And then he wasn't really responding. He just looked a bit dead. So I decided to call 999. And just as I was doing that, he started getting up a bit disorientated. Poor fellow. He did get up. I did try and make sure he was okay. He started staggering about a bit because he's a bit disorientated. And he turned around and said to me he wanted to meet his mum in Primark in Soho Street, the top of Glasgow. I was down at the St. Enoch Centre at the bottom of Glasgow. really interesting, and well, not interesting, you know what I mean, down the bottom of Glasgow. So I decided to be the Dented Samaritan again and make sure that he was okay to get up to Sauchiehall Street. On the way up, he told me that he'd ended up getting herpes virus when he was 2. He's had brain surgery to try and stop the seizures, and he's had them all his life. And I thought it was really, really sad situation for the man, for the boy. But he was up to see his mum and his gran, who was in the Primark in Sauchiehall Street. I got him up to Sauchiehall Street. By that point, he was completely aware, wasn't staggering, wasn't stumbling. I left him on his way. But I felt really good being the Dented Samaritan once more for somebody in need and somebody in help. And yeah, it was a good end to the week in that respect. And yeah, it was a nice little story to tell people near the end of the day. If you like this video, don't forget to like it and share it with the hashtag teamstructor, and don't forget that subscribe button so you know when a new video comes out. General rule, every video comes out at 4 PM GMT on a Sunday. Thanks guys for watching as always. I'll see you later.